Continuing coverage tonight. Right now, the life of late Opry legend Little Jimmy Dickens is far from fading. He died yesterday of cardiac arrest after suffering a stroke on Christmas Day. The country music community is taking every moment to honor the artist. Fox 17's Michaela Lewis joins us now live from the Ryman, where performers are celebrating his life tonight. Michaela.
Well, Erica, right now the Grand Ole Opry is back at its original house, the Ryman Auditorium, but this is also the home of Little Jimmy Dickens' legacy. Now, many friends are remembering him on stage here tonight, but also taking it online like Dolly Parton and Brad Paisley. Many of them agreeing that he was a little man in stature, but lived a life that was big.
One fine day as I was walking down the street.
As the oldest member of the Grand Ole Opry, joining in 1948, some say Little Jimmy Dickens was the youngest at heart.
Whenever you were with Little Jimmy, you were the adult in this situation. Little Jimmy was incredibly young in mind. Every time he walked out onto the Grand Ole Opry stage, he always said it felt like the first time. He was going to go out there and give it his all.
Known for creating cartoons like Nancy, Guy Gilchrist says he was shocked to hear that the country legend and his friend passed away Friday at 94 years old.
If there wasn't a Little Jimmy Dickens, you'd have to make him up. As a person that's always tried to entertain people with that same family-oriented humor, try to make people smile, I always looked up to him as a role model as how to do it right.
Dickens was a fan of all things humor, something that many will never forget, like longtime friend and fellow artist T.G. Shepherd.
There's been so many close calls, through the years with Jimmy, and I really truly believed he was going to outlive all of us. Was one of our great treasures. I don't know if he ever really realized that himself.
Despite who he stood next to, like Lou Ferrigno, Little Jimmy Dickens' larger-than-life personality always came through.
He really and truly was the tallest man I've ever known. And although he was very small in stature, he was a giant to all of us.
The angels rejoice at the death of the saints. I ain't sure Tater was a saint, but he was a pretty good old boy. You know what I'm saying?
While
Pretty
singers
close.
like Larry Gatlin remember him on stage, and his voice carries on in the Opry through his hit songs like Country Boy.
It gives you hope that in this life, it can be long, and you can do what you love for a long time.
If we have a smile for people, if we try to make their lives a little bit better, appreciate the time that we have with people, and we don't take ourselves very seriously, if we can laugh at ourselves, Jimmy would be alive.
Now, funeral arrangements for Little Jimmy Dickens just came out about an hour ago. A visitation is scheduled for Wednesday, and then a celebration of life is set for Thursday, and both of those are open to the public.